yeah, it's fantastic. It's musicians and dancers and a lot of things. So, would you like to choose a tree for us? Where would be a good place to start with?
Yeah, that
Where?
one.
Okay, go.
Yeah, I was thinking that same one too.
Okay, off we
More
go.
the vine.
Off we go.
Yeah, the white one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all of these, like, all these curly roots around here, is
It
it?
might be too big and too
Yeah?
heavy.
It's this kind of a thing.
Okay, great. So
I
this is
find
really
it
interesting. So I want to just
that
invite you all to come in and
and
just put your hand on the tree.
Which one is this one?
There, yeah, the vines, it's all connected anyway, so it's all cool. Okay, so what we do now is the premise of this is all the world is vibration. I can see. All the world is vibration. So if that's so, bring a branch. This tree is vibration. We are also vibration. So simply by standing here, we are synchronizing with this tree. We're synchronizing with this place. So I want to invite you to use your inner listening. No. Okay. You guys know each other. So use your inner listening and focus in on the tree, and you're going to be able to hear a vibration. Now this is going to be subtle, and it might take the form of a tone, which could be high or
But you
low.
smell like that.
It might be something undulating. It might be a series of tones. It might be something percussive. It might be a warmth in your hand. It might be an emotion.
How do you use it?
It might be something that you can't express. It might be a color. All of these are valid and more. So just get quiet and invite the tree and ask the tree to share its resonance with you, and also invite and allow yourself to hear that resonance. And when you do, and it will sort of come through and you'll go, oh, that's probably not it, but that's it. And then just rest your attention on that, whatever it is, and allow it to go stronger in your mind, grow stronger, until you think that you could probably make a sound that's something like that. Okay? And when you get there, don't make the sound, just say, I'm ready. And take your time. sound up and up and up and up and up until it's on the tip of your tongue. Okay, and even if you think you don't maybe know what the sound, just open your mouth and let something come out. Okay? And that will be right. When you sing, focus, and it's not singing, just make the sound. Focus only on your own sound, and that's the experiment. Don't change to the people around you. Just create your own sound, and then we'll get an accurate idea. Okay, so starting all together and gently, you might say, now. I was actually getting a lot of song from that in amongst everybody, which doesn't always happen. And I'll just get something really simple and fun. Yeah. Would you like to share? If you feel comfortable with the dog?
Mine was even deeper than I could sing, like a real low, constant. Sing as deep as I could do.
Yeah,
real low.
yeah.
Strong.
Yeah, that's common with as well. That what people get. Yeah. How about anybody else feel like share?
Similar to Leon,
Yeah.
just a constant low drone.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah, mine was, constant.
Uh-huh.
I was not low, a bit middle, but the outside noises kept coming to me and I was feeling them as a disturbance to the tree.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So like you were getting the information that the tree was being disturbed by the outside.
Yeah, because it's constant and maybe it's stressful, maybe it's not, but
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. So that's another thing that comes up in this, where people really feel the emotion of the tree and what the tree is feeling. They get that information. Yeah. So
well, it was kind of hard to hear the tree because of the background noises, but I did hear sometimes like a silent, like, it was kind of like the pitch of wind, kind of, but, and then, yeah, it was like,
I got the same, like, sort of lullaby kind of sound that you're talking about. Yeah, in that same range.
Right,
as
yeah.
well. You'll be able to hear, I think, later
yeah.
how similar those two were. Yeah.
So, and I noticed we were getting similar tones at the end. We all sort of went down to the same tone, which was the tone that you were holding. That's what happened to me. But like, if you think also of just that piece and all the parts in it as a piece of contemporary music, like, it's stunning. It's really, really beautiful. And then that's us all making music together spontaneously, and 26 years of conservatory needed, and that is like natural harmony. Yeah. So most people can access this sounds. Or if they don't, often it's a different thing, like they'll feel an emotion, or they'll see a light, or something they can't make the sound of, So that's step one. Let's go to the next thing. Next tree. Well, the next thing I can ask you. There's two more things to show you. One is playing the harp into a tree resonance, which maybe I can do with a different tree to show you how that works. And the other one is actually putting sensors on the tree to allow the tree to sing its own song. So what would you like to do?
harp.
So this here is a MIDI sprout, and I got it off the internet. But this technology was developed first in a place in Italy called Damenhur, where there were hippies, trees, and synthesizers. And I saw someone, I think my brother sent me some links about, or was it even Dad, sent me links about the plants playing music together, and how they'd actually taught the plants, because the plants could hear themselves through the synthesizers, then they could actually manipulate their own sounds and learn their own music. And the fastest way for a plant to learn music is to get another plant to teach it. And so after that I was like, I just want to play with the plants. Sorry everybody, but no. I mean, I just found that fascinating. There is another lady that's on this project called Michelle Gouldy, and she has a synthesizer that actually comes from Damenhur, and it has different sounds to this. So this one is called a MIDI sprout, and it's still in development in the States.
So what's the technology of what it does?
So it's got these sort of gel pads that you can.
Yeah,
Same way you can get our
picking
brainwave.
up the electrical difference? Or
I'm not entirely sure to be able to explain it to you, but it's called biofeedback. So I think it's the flow. It sounds as if it's the flow of the plants. Do you want me to put it on this?
Yeah.
I'll try one of each. And hopefully this will work for us. So turn this on. And that's getting no signal. Okay. That's it. So all the different plants, they have different signals, different tempos. So this is quite a moderate sort of walking pace tempo and sort of major key. There's one that I met, it's really frenetic and sounded like a rock band, and others that are really simple. A lot of the small plants have high sounds like a little harp or flute, and it just sounded like it was, I was there with a friend and we said it sounded like this communication through the whole garden. But then when we went with him in the morning, it was really chilled out, like completely zen, and then but the tree was really, really active. So they'd swapped roles. This is the tree, and we have you plugged in, and if you would like to sing for us, please do. Sometimes this does not work properly. So that's malfunction right there. But at least you can hear the difference between a malfunction and the actual music.
Is it like a synthesizer or something?
Yeah.
On your phone?
Yeah, so the sounds are curated. So there's other people have obviously curated these sounds. And we can put them in, so it turns into MIDI if you're into technology. And you can change the sounds,
So it's reacting in a programmed way to an impulse that it's getting. Yeah.
Let's try this again. That's the tree It's pretty good. Yeah. Does it sound like? Does it sound similar to that deep
So the
bass?
frequencies are being translated into
Yeah, that's the
people
thing.
programmed.
Yeah, I mean we sort of do that to an extent, and I also to do that to an extent with the harp. But that's why I like doing it with the groups of people and just the voices, because I think that's a really nice way to get. I think it's a.
It could be perception from each person, different
I think that's
vibration, the way they pick it up.
yeah, but I think that's important because then we all get different parts of the picture, and I think that creates a more rounded picture of what might be going on.
What's the song?
And what's the song? Yeah, and different people get different information, and I think that's really important. So if I do it by myself, I'm really only getting literally one part of the picture, really my perspective. Even if I get a lot of tones, and I can go around a tree and get a heap of tones, but then if I never hear that, so to have somebody else come in and then listen to that, I think that's really cool. So moments at the right points musically, but the tone was not necessarily. I don't think that it was the tone that he would necessarily have chosen if he had more of a choice.
So the tree was out.
No, well, yeah. It's like I've got this limitation. Yeah.
Well, it's like language, isn't it?
Yeah. See, I get to that note. I don't know if you guys can hear that as well. In the bike. No, it's not the right note. This is what I'm hearing.
Well, I went